Ahí está.
Yeah. Funciona. Okay, hi. My name is Richard Suderman. We are on the site of Bethania Hospital in Jocotan Ciquimula in Guatemala. I spent 4 years here, some years in the past, to work on various aspects of the site, and have returned for a couple of weeks. This is 2018, December, almost Christmas time, and so yes, here we are on the site of Bethania Hospital. What you see in front of us here is a clinic and offices for the hospital, and some pharmacy and so forth. And so what I wanted to explain with the film is that yeah, I was here like 4 years ago and did a bunch of work with basically with soil improvement, and I wanted to make an example of how people in rural areas could improve soils and get better production. I didn't have farm space here. All I had is garden space, so we basically manually dug up every square foot of garden area that the facility has. All of this, what you see here, was dug up. We added tons of organic material and incorporated it and planted okay, so the purpose was to make a nicer garden area, but also to demonstrate how plants can benefit from organic matter in the soil. So this was done like four or 5 years ago. Much of the work has depleted since I was here. Está todavía encendido? Sí. Okay. Tal vez tengo que hacer una cosa. Dame la cámara. I need to also explain that Karen is helping me with filming. Okay. Karen is studying English and is expecting to get international work. So I think it's very significant that she's pursuing that kind of a career from a rural area like this. Anyway, ¿me entiendes? So anyway, we went ahead and planted. I spent several years here, and so it wasn't any quick task. We'll just walk down the hill. I installed an irrigation system. Here you can see what was, well, still is a pipe where there was a sprinkler system attached, and I had about, I'm going to say 25 sprinkler heads throughout this entire area, because one aspect that's very important in this particular zone in the country is that it just doesn't rain here from November, December until probably May, June. They have like no rain, and so everything just becomes very dry, and the trees continue to survive, but the plants in a shallow root zone just don't. So it needs some irrigation, and we had water. It wasn't that it didn't have water. There seems to have been a lack of interest in preserving what we did. Like this plant here is a peanut family, actually, that we had this entire, all of this area, we put a bed of this. It's an ornamental plant, but it's in the peanut family. Most of it has died off now. There's a little bit left. There's another sprinkler that I had put in, but it's gone out of service. And it seems the project didn't continue as I had planned that it would, and continue to demonstrate to people who visit here that there's a benefit to incorporating organic matter and to keep soils healthy. Let's go down a little further. There still is quite a lot of greenery. As you can see here, this area has functioned a little bit better than some. The plants that you see on the far side here, we won't go there right now, but it's actually a legume tree. It produces its own nitrogen, and the leaves are high in protein, so they actually make a good animal chicken feed. And to me, that tree, it's a tree. It was very interesting to me because it has so many uses. Like it provides shade, it grows very fast, and the leaves can be harvested for animal feed. We have a fellow that's repairing. A young fellow who works here is starting to repair some of the work that's gone out of service, and hopefully they can regenerate the irrigation system to the irrigation area. Ya llegamos en unos minutos. ¿Cuántos minutos? Solo una. I'm using up the time, so. A veces aquí se puede encontrar algunos. We planted this area. That's our watchman here.
Bakery.
Cuidado. ¿Qué dice? De un racimo aquí. Bananas. This area was a very steep incline, very prone to erosion. So I planted it really heavy with different species of plants and the banana. Here's a small version of a banana. We look for them. You'll actually find some clusters, or racimos they call them in Spanish. The project is producing quite a... Here's a cluster of bananas that just have been cut this morning, probably. So we're producing a fair amount of throughout the site. It's a mini banana. It's very sweet, and probably we don't have it in our market, but anyway, there's a cluster of bananas. I could mention that we have some coffee. I think este árbol allá arriba es un café, no? We had planted quite a number of dozens of coffee trees, and we won't go up there right now, but there's actually coffee beans growing on those trees. So they've got about 5 years now, and are actually producing coffee. So some interesting things that have happened with the project. During the time I was here, we built todavía hay batería. During the time I was here, we built this shed kind of structure here that has laying hens. It's a kind of backyard breed of chickens, and they have an outside space